Hi. Welcome to another Genshin stream. Hey, Orc, what's up? Today on the menu is, well, it's been a while, first things first. The battle pass is done, all that stuff. Today on the menu is just a few bosses and then another go at the abyss. You can finally watch the stream again, yay! yeah, we've had a lot of Xenoblade, right? I checked earlier. The save file is what? 183 hours at this point. So yeah, it's quite a bit. But yeah, this is gonna be the last 2.x stream, right? Don't we? Maybe not. The battle pass and 24th is for. Yeah, no, this is the last 2.x stream. Yeah, 3.0 is coming soon, really soon. Damn. It's gonna be something. New area means yeah, lots of Genshin streams. Oh no. It's yeah. Yeah. Okay, I messed up. It's gonna be a bit messy, this fight. Yeah, it's a mess. Let's see, can we still get it before she does her thing? The answer is yes. I should only enter this fight with a fully charged Yelan. I don't know why I didn't have any energy on Yelan to begin with. I'm being completely honest, but it is what it is. Alright, so I have one more boss, the usual, right? Storm Terror. You're finally done with your F dailies, time for dinner. Time for dinner. Why dailies before dinner? You know, priorities, man. Obviously, dinner is more important. It's food. But yeah, no, it's get your dinner. Hey, Superman, what's up? How's it going? Because you weren't hungry at 6? That's a fair point. Yeah, doing some boss fights here today. Well, this is the last one, and then we go to the abyss. Genshin. Has been a while since the last Genshin stream. And it was time, right? It was time. Now that we're done with Xenoblade. For the time. I say done. I am considering just having like one-off streams here and there to do some post-game content, but I have not decided on anything yet. Maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't. I don't know. Got him. All right, enough bosses. Bosses are easy in Genshin, right? You wanna go to the abyss? I don't remember what this abyss was about. I do remember that it is possible for me to 36 died. When a character triggers swirl on an opponent, that opponent's defense is decreased by 12%. For 10 seconds. 3 stacks, Okay. Okay. That's it sounds like Shao is gonna have a field day here. This is the usual composition. Yes, it is. At one point, I will remember. I will remember that, but that day is not today. And at some point, I will also remember hero position icon. Although everything has changed a bit because I did level Kazuha, so he's now for some reason at the front. But okay, hey, whatever. You, and we could actually go for Kazuha here. Although you know what? Let's do it. Let's use Kazuha here. That's gonna be fine. Go. We have a nice suction now. Alright. Shoot everything. Alright. Now Hydro guys are gone, finally. They can do actual damage. Oh, right. Speaking of actual damage. Yeah. Gotta love it. Yeah, this is pretty good. I do like the Kazuha engage. That was pretty nice. Just destroy everything before I actually get to Shao. That's pretty good. You. Ooh, careful, yeah. While we do a ton of damage without a shield, basically every one of our characters except for Zhongli himself will die against Cryo Fatui, because they just stagger you all the time. Okay, get him. Oops. Okay, messed that one up. Whee! Okay. I just wish these guys would grow up. That would be so nice. Also be so broken, but yeah. Still. This is the first time this is the first time we've taken Kazuha to the Abyss, and this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Kazuha and Shao don't really synergize well. Yeah, sure, but stuff still dies. Stuff still dies immediately. I mean, this is floor 9, right? This is the first floor for the weekly stuff, bi-weekly stuff. So, but still, I forgot something. The swirl debuff. Well, it's a swirl buff, but the debuff swirl applies right now for this abyss is also definitely nice. Definitely really nice. So if I remember correctly, we wanna switch our teams around now, right? Because we have this. And we have a lot of pyro. Yeah, okay. So, Shao, you go top team this time. Again, reverse. Please give us presets. That'd be amazing. Thank you very much. Presets would be amazing. So we get elemental mastery. Well, that is not terrible. It's not amazing either. Oh. Ooh. Okay. And come on, get him. This is arguably the most annoying flop. I so hate it. I so hate it. Everything is so spaced out. And right now, nothing cooperates. Come on, get him. There we go. Alright. Oh no, this thing gets buffed. Whatever will we do? Oh yeah, right. Yeah, it takes care of everything. Yay. More elemental mastery, what? Okay. That is interesting. Can you... There you go. Okay. Again, Kazuha is stupid, and I haven't really. Also, that's supposed to be elemental mastery Kazuha too. So and it's not just him, but no, stuff just explodes. He's helping. Alright. Now we just have to use the net here, primarily. He says. Come on. Nah. Snow. Infused with Electro, should have known. Whatever, it's fine. Now here we have Hydro. It's gonna be the annoying part. Starting now. Starting now. Okay. Got him. Damn. I don't know, things are going better and better. Even though, I mean, I guess my team is getting slightly better, or got slightly better recently, but still. We have tons of Hydro. Well, I said tons of. We have Hydro up here. Tons of Cryo. Uh-huh. Right, we have even more Spectres. We have Electro Spectres. This doesn't matter, but we have Electro Spectres. And of course the Thunder Manifestation. So we want Yoimiya team top. Primarily because, well, Zhongli Shield is kind of nice to have there. And Yoimiya and Zhongli, at least for me, they belong together, period. Yoimiya without a shield is just not fun. It's not fun. So, Elemental Mastery again? What? Come on, game. What's up with that? I feel like there's a bit of bias towards Elemental Mastery, but although I guess that's kind of nice for a certain anime character that's new in our abyss. I shouldn't complain. I really shouldn't. But hey, you know me, I like to complain. Okay. Fortunately, no timelet here. Again. But hey, doesn't mean we can't just kill stuff all of a sudden. I thought there was another one out of range of the lightning strike, but I was wrong. Okay. And go. Leave that thing alone. You're gonna love the hotel room wars for cons, especially. Oh, you mean the people are trying to get a room? Yeah, that's no. I mean, if you already have a room, it's like, yeah. Hey, suckers, you're too late. But if you're in the situation where you don't have a room yet, then it's not fun. So I don't know. Been there, done that. Fuck. No shield. Which con are you talking about right now, by the way? I have no idea, so... Where is... Oh, there. Outside. Feels bad, man. Ow. Whew. Whew. This is for colors planned before COVID, so you still have the tickets. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm not a con guy. I'll be honest with you. The only, I mean, yeah, the only con I actually went to was actually the first few Gamescom, which were fun but got progressively worse. And I mean, I went there because I was at the time literally just able to take a 50 minutes drive via with a tram from home to, well, where I need to be. So it was like, whatever, I just go. This is stupid. Why am I putting down electro stuff? That does not make any sense. Yeah, okay. That is very true. It's always better with friends. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have anyone who would go with me, so go figure. Where? Oh, come on. Oh, we actually killed the other one. Ooh, nice. If Germany wasn't so far away. I mean, by now, I mean, okay, so let's say Gamescom right now is A bit further away, although I guess I could stay at my parents, and that would fix the issue entirely. You know, okay, yeah, okay, it's not really an issue for getting there. There's even a hotel nearby, so you wouldn't have to get a hotel in Cologne, because that is just sheer impossible. But yeah, no, I like it's if it's too far away, then yeah, no. Totally understandable. Especially if you are going to multiple conventions in a year, then the traveling costs do add up, right? Right, so you're having your team second. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Can I have this for the entire floor, please? Thank you. Deliver the west of Netherlands. Yeah. 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 It's not gonna be that fun to to just casually come over, right? For I mean, there's trains, but it still takes time, right? It still takes time. Ow. Hey, die. There you go. Okay. Trains suck for Con because okay. Okay. I getcha. Well, like you can't really buy a lot of stuff at Gamescom. Like, nothing exclusive, right? So it doesn't matter. It is more of a come here and try this out kind of thingy. I don't know if you ever were at Gamescom before. It's really just game companies presenting upcoming stuff. It is nice for, or at least at the time, it was nice to, like, if you were a content creator, to get some, maybe some information out of people. But that's basically it. Okay, I don't like the timer right now. Though, did do that. I still don't like the timer almost hitting 7 minutes. Right. Okay. Come on. All right. Ow. Okay, I haven't looked at the clock now. This felt really slow. Could have been worse, honestly. That could have been worse. Ho, ho, ho. Oh my god, yes, this is also... Don't know what went wrong here. We'll definitely have to redo this strat, looks like. You still have 10 seconds, but oh my god. It's fine. This is fine. We had at least half a second left. It's okay. That's all you need. Fuck. Come on. Right, everything is slow. Ah. Okay. Here's how expensive it is gonna be because you want to get all the. I see. Yeah, the new chars. Yeah, I don't know. I have my budget, and yeah, it does look like I am just gonna wait for the Archon towards the middle of 3.x, right? That's when they release her. I'm sure. And then yeah, we'll see. And the problem is we don't know how important Dendro is gonna be, right? I'm sure they'll come up with a way to make it super important. And then, at least if you want to do Abyss, and I do, and not having Dendro is gonna just, yeah, make it so that you will not be 36 dying the Abyss period for a while. Okay, well, that was surprisingly easy. Except for that clutch 3-star. That was surprisingly easy. Wow, okay. I didn't even pull out Yedam. I should have probably done that for the last floor, but it was fine. You get Kole for free, and Tiganari is going to be added to standard in 3.1. So you wouldn't pull for either of them. Right. Wait, is the Archon the first 5-star? The first Dendro 5-star? I haven't watched the preview, so I don't know, but it that's surprising. I thought they would just add one right off the bat. Yeah, in that case, whatever. Especially because Kusanali is not in. I know. That's what I'm asking. Is Kusanali the only 5-star Dendro that they released right off the bat? Because I imagined that they would release one immediately. They're on the first banner. You need to realize that if you tell me names, I have no idea if they are. There we go, thank you. And they're adding a 5-star to standard? Really? Wow, that is surprising. That is surprising. Okay, so what do we have here? Is this one? Okay. Oh, that's a large duplex gear, right? I see. How do we get that? Because that is not a thing. And this is not enough. So if you do that with this. This fits. I'm not a fan, but this fits. So that would mean we would have to put a large gear over here. And medium. And a medium over here. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. As long as I can answer your question, then I will answer your question. I use any sort of filtering for downscaling? No. When downscaling, you just use bilinear downscaling, like the bilinear scaling. And ideally, you downscale to resolution that has an integral divider, so by 2, right? So that you cut your resolution in 4 by just cutting width and height in half. Do we, or you know, by 3 or by 4, by 5? As long as you go for round numbers, quality is gonna be a lot better. That's kind of the important part. So most of my games I do play, PC games I do play in, or all of them, in 1440p, unless the game doesn't support it. And then I stream in 720, which is just each dimension halved, so quarter resolution. If you would do upscaling, it's not a question, but upscaling I would probably go with bicubic. OBS has Lanxos, right? Yeah. But honestly, just again, if you go for rounds for integral dividers, just bilinear downscaling, it's fine. Oh, I forgot something. Daily check-in. Yeah, you bicubic only for upscaling. I wouldn't use bicubic for downscaling. It doesn't make any sense. In the distant past, I have used Lanxos exclusively, but I would only use the Lanxos if you go from like 1080p to 720 or something, because again, bilinear is just really good for integral dividers. It's just, you don't need to do anything fancy for that, right? It just works. You see halos surrounding text. Yeah, that's... You get that with bicubic. Wait, if you see halos around your text, that is usually an upscaling artifact. You missed so much, I haven't missed anything yet. But that does sound like bicubic. Like at least excessive haloing is usually an artifact of bicubic. With bilinear, you will get slightly fuzzier text potentially. Like the edges are gonna be a bit smoother depending on the font size. Just because it just averages at that point 4 pixels into 1, right? So yeah. So that's where Lanxos could be a bit, is gonna be a bit better. You're using a capture card at 1080. The capture card supports 4K pass-through, but only scans at 1080p 60. So you're playing games at 4K. So your capture card already downscales? That is weird. I have not heard of that before, but I can imagine that's a thing. In which case, if you can set the scale, like it sounds like you can set the scale on your capture card. So 4K to 1080 is quarter resolution. So I would just run with bilinear. I just hadn't heard of a capture card that actually does downscaling, like that does pass through of 4K, but only like downscales the capture. That was usually these things are totally dumb and they can either just capture everything that they can pass through or they can't. But you have some processing in there, so hey, hey. That's it's an Elgato HD S Plus. Oh, is that the USB version? I have the Elgato HD 60 Pro. Just PCI Express. Plug it in. 1080p, 60 capture. That's all I need. Done. Yep. Okay. I see. Yeah, there's not enough bandwidth on USB 3.0, so that's why probably. Most definitely. There's still this quest that I have not done yet. Let's just do it. It's primals. There's not much time left. This patch, I should get it done. But yeah, I don't know if you have some like how many like what settings you have to for your Elgato. I have 2 drivers for it. One with the Elgato interface kinda, and one with a more old school looking interface, and the one with more old school looking interface is actually better. And I do know that the Elgato drivers also try to sharpen the image, which is something you need to turn off. Because that is not good. It does not look good. Let's see. I do need to...
金魚飼ったことある？おとなしゅうてめっちゃ可愛いんやで。
Uh-huh. Yeah, this is it, but... Oh, no, I can. It's over here. Whee! Infinity! And then... There we go. So I have this one. This setting. And I do have, like, the sharpening on default is like 128, and you want to set this to 0 because this right here, the sharpening will also just cause this haloing. This could be the problem you're actually facing, but I'm not entirely sure. But this is also an important setting to just set to 0. This is, I forgot. Again, there's two drivers for the Elgato things. This is the non-standard one, but this is just so much better because you have so much more control over whatever you want to do.
今やったら
So
何
yeah.
か話したるで。
I unfortunately do not know where, like if, I think you can get it from the Elgato side by now. Well, you're welcome. Always glad to help. The Genshin music is so much better. I mean, the Genshin music is really good. Wow. Performance was just completely passionless, goddammit. It's like the worst thing you can say to an actress. Whoa. Except for multiplayer, everything is better in Genshin. Really? Even responsiveness? Because if responsiveness is better in Genshin, then I do not want to know how sluggish TOH feels. In Genshin, client side is always leading, has rubber banding. Oh no. You know, you're not wrong, but the delay, like the in Genshin movements and skill use is client side leading. Character switching is still server side. And yeah. Yeah, I run into constant issues with that. Because I want to switch characters when the timer on the client runs out, which is not when the timer on the server side runs out, unfortunately. So, yeah. Let's go say hello, yeah. This also healing. So basically everything that uses items is server side leading on in Genshin for obvious reason. Though that is not that important, to be honest. Yes, it is. The easiest way for you to check is actually by disconnecting your internet connection for a bit and then trying to switch characters, because it doesn't work. I unfortunately have experienced that firsthand a lot of times when playing on mobile. You never tried that? Well, I was forced. Again, mobile. And there's a couple of net holes that only... Basically, there's a really severe issue of cell breathing in for 2 cells or so that I pass through. And sometimes it's just no connectivity whatsoever. And yeah. Yeah. It could be that They changed that at some point to server side because I remember there was a bug where on PC specifically where you were able to run around with 5 characters instead of 4. And obviously that was not intended. I think it abused the trial character slot or something. And that might have been the trigger for them to just put that on the server. Yeah, just my dear friend. You are my esteemed, reliable, true friend. Right. You were willing to play the role of the female lead in my new film. I wonder if there's gonna be a dude here if you have Male Traveler and you replace him then. Gotta be, right? I would be honored. Well then, here are the scripts for the next 2 scenes, or no. Your scenes are Act 1, Scene 2 and 3. I've highlighted your lines, so please take note of them. Okay. Prelude. Outside in the quiet countryside. In the verdant wilds of Narukami, Haru and Sasano stand back to back, each speaking with their eyes closed. Sasano. The wind is coming. Haru. Where from? Sasano. Don't worry about where it's coming from. All you need to know is that it's coming from them. Haru. Where are they? That outlander? They are already walking the path to death. Sasano opens his eyes, then walks into the distance holding Haru's hand. Act 1, Scene 2. Outside in the quiet countryside, the outlander and the two are besieged by the enemy. After escaping with great difficulty, they arrive in the countryside wounded. The outlander isn't bleeding. Sasano, this won't do. If this continues, we won't have a chance against them. Haru, we have to sacrifice ourselves. The two rush out of the frame. Outlander, how did this happen? The outlander wears a pained expression, but soon makes up their mind again. Outlander, but I won't lose this. I won't lose like this. Close up. Outlander, don't underestimate my resolve. Super close up. The outlander turns and walks toward the enemy ranks as the screen fades to black. Next scene. Act 1, Scene 3. Outdoors, the enemy stronghold. After making up their mind, the outlander cuts their way to the enemy stronghold. Haru, desperately, don't worry about us. Sasano, impatiently and loud, hurry, go on without us. The outlander spins around, continuously swinging the weapon. Throughout this endless rotation, this warrior becomes a golden whirlwind. The golden whirlwind covers every inch of the frame. Each enemy caught in the golden whirlwind's endless attack suffers pain immeasurably worse than that of tooth decay. Woo. The golden whirlwind rapidly flings all enemies on screen to the distance, where they land hard on the ground. The outlander finally reaches the imprisoned Sasano and Haru, freeing them. Okay, so how did this happen? But I won't lose like this. Don't underestimate my resolve. Gotcha. So, I just talked to you. I am ready, let's go. This won't do. If this continues, we won't have a chance against them. Smoother. These lines are just so awkward, though. We'll have to sacrifice ourselves. With feelings, Miss Koharu. Once more with feelings. How did this happen? What am I supposed to do then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I won't lose like this. Don't underestimate. It's the first option every single time. Do you sell food here? You can count to 17, really? Okay. Oh, hey, battle scenes. Woo! Try to use the flashiest moves you can. I have a lot of faith in your abilities. I know your performance will be stellar. I am sure. We have... this is a bit awkward. This is extremely awkward. Linus too. Wow. We worked so hard and it's all for nothing. Feels bad, man. Rip. Rip, Savior. You. Yeah, we worked so hard on this and now it's just... He is going to Uyu restaurant for a moment. Okay, you be alone. What? Yeah, I do agree. Those lines were pretty awkward. Like, no idea how we got into, like, what was it? Scene 2 and 3 with all of a sudden, how did this happen? But I won't do like this. Like, okay. Okay. There's no proper prelude. No, nothing. Great job. You found me. Ah, I can't burp on command anymore. Alright, yeah, boo. You finally get the follow-up commission for that writer route in Inazuma. Which follow-up is that? Because I don't remember. Like, there's a lot of like semi follow-ups on for that. Let's drink. Is it the one where you have to pick out different novels or something? That might also be like, I know that's a commission now, but it's take me forever to get that the first time, so it might as well. Right, that is that happens every year, exactly. And then there's a couple of follow-up, like commission follow-ups to that commission. If you just let him write his story the way he wants. Yeah, okay. Yeah, gotcha. That happens when you, like, the day after you let him just write what he wants. You have to do that 2 or 3 times, and then you get that one. If my memory serves right. Yeah. You've done that so many times? Really? That's how I triggered it. I triggered it just recently too, so... Yeah, you have to do it back to back. You have to just if you get the commission, just go with always let him write whatever he wants. Just go with it, and you'll get it. You did get a new one a couple of days ago. Really? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you shouldn't blame those two. Those two, your script just sucks. You just need a bit more experience. Yeah, also true. Let me give you a hug? No. I'll kindly decline. Ah, boy. What do we want? Dry flavored skewers sound pretty nice. Dry braised salted fish or burger. Let's go with dry flavored skewers, please. Okay. Ooh, tonkatsu ramen, huh? Oh yeah. Won't have everything for this table. Oh boy. Paimon is gonna be, yeah, Paimon is like, is this heaven? You got the final one, the Smithy, last week. That has always been the first one for me. Like Smithy, convenience store, or general store, rather, convenience, general store. And I think there's also, but I only got that 1 or 2 times, where you have to go out and fight a few guys. But I haven't gotten that recently. But that exists. You have a meal with Savior. Burp. Thanks for hospitality. You're Paimon's best friend. Well, one of them. Yeah, that's because he bought you tons of food. That's the only reason. Ooh, okay. You and Xavier explain the film to... Okay. Oh no. Yeah, you're still young. You know what? Go out there and experience those life-threatening situations for yourself. No? Okay. You guys go on. Paimon just gonna finish up everything here first. Yeah, of course. I really do wonder like how Paimon manages to eat that much. Although then again, she also floats. So I think her stomach is just a ginormous black hole. Right? And she can somehow move that black hole through space, and that's how Paimon actually floats. Right? So, you know what? That would explain a lot. Long ago, there lived someone named Seishimaru. Seishimaru was born to samurai parents who worked for powerful people. Well, they weren't very powerful themselves, but they weren't too bad either. But these parents seemingly made a strange error in their work, incurring punishment and eventually submitting to their execution. Okay. Unable to accept their deaths, Seishimaru toiled to find the samurai family that carried out the sentence. Truth be told, the responsible party did everything by the book, and the family serving as executioners normally shouldn't have been blamed for the sentence they were ordered to carry out. Yeah. This family was also acquainted with Seishimaru's... Goodness me, this story is pretty hard to tell without naming names. For now, suppose that the family responsible was the Wakayama clan. To all the good people in Inazuma named Wakayama, please don't hate me for this. As I was saying, blinded by hatred, Seishimaru decided to take revenge on the Wakayamas. But by then, the person who had personally beheaded Seishimaru's parents had already passed away, leaving the eldest son in charge of the Wakayama estate. This person happened to also be Seishimaru's childhood friend, but now they had become enemies. This was about a family following punishment from above. I've heard tales like these before. Looks like our young friend here is well read. Officials are privileged, but they also have responsibilities, and mistakes must be punished. We have our own rules here in Inazuma. Apparently, punishment by death is pretty common. Then again, the old times, yeah. It's not unheard of for an official to slip up and fall into ruin, but they don't seem surprised at all. You must have a wide circle of friends. Since this isn't surprising to you, I'm afraid that the fallout between Seishimaru and the son of the Wakayamas will be equally predictable. Yep, there's nothing new under the sun. People always lose themselves due to the same old things. I suppose there are plenty of stories like this in Fontaine too. Anyway, before any action was taken, Seishimaru, supposedly remembering the old days, took out a tamari and a sword and let the eldest son of the Wakayama family choose between them. I think that the tamari and sword represented life and death respectively. Having made the wrong choice, the Wakayama's eldest son had no choice but to accept being pursued and slain by Seishimaru. What an ill-fated lad. I mean, he did that to himself. But before Seishimaru could even come knocking at his door, an illness took him. I don't know if that was lucky or unlucky. Dying of an illness and being killed both mean dying either way, so who knows which would have been better. It's hard not to blame Seishimaru for his death. Right. If it weren't for the former's being bent on revenge, the latter wouldn't have needed to lay low until he fell ill. After that, the younger Wakayama child immediately sought vengeance. Good grief, the cycle never ends, does it? Exactly. Seishimaru was forced into hiding in the mountains before eventually disappearing. Some say Seishimaru fled in fear of the Wakayamas, while others say he let himself sink to the depth of the ocean to quench his burning hatreds. Whichever ending you wish to believe, no one ever saw Seishimaru again. To this day, such fretful matters as hate and shame should all have flowed into ley lines with Seishimaru's death. Since this whole dispute has lost its source, just take and all was well again to be the story's ending. Right. Oh boy, I do wonder what kind of movie, film Xavier's gonna do now. Well, leave the restaurant. And then Xavier's gonna ambush us and be like, hey, you're gonna star in my new movie. The song is quite complete, but it's lacking some emotional turmoil. What's on your mind? Heavens forgive me, I'm a real thousand this morning I am. I left my friend in the restaurant after completely forgetting about the row. But I think I can now write an all new presentable script now and give this one more shot. It'll definitely work this time. No, I'll make it work. Alright. Miss Paimon. It has a nice ring to it. No, you're just Paimon. The magnanimous Paimon has decided to forgive you. Wow. Xavier trots off. Brand new script in one day? That's true. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Where do I have to go? That's the... I see. Yep. Let's just talk to these two. I do wonder if we'll actually have to wait a full day for Xavier to be done. Or if it's just in-game. Huh. So Koaru actually wants to try again on your own accord? Well, that's just fine for us. Then again, she only does so because she got into trouble. Okay. I made a vow to the head of the family and to the Kamisato clan that I would never do anything detrimental to the name of the Kamisato clan in a fit of pique. I see. So, that is the only reason, huh? Just go to community house, but tomorrow, not today. Right away? God damn it. Xavier told us to be there tomorrow, not today. Okay, well. Ah, so it is actually just in-game time. Okay. With all these just timed quests that we have here, I was totally ready for this to be just yeah, another one of those. Not settings, time. Oh, I should probably just use the time here to just heal. Owner of the Geos. The goodest of boys. At least in here. So I thought I would end up struggling with the previous skill, but I was surprised to find out that Xavier had written a new one in just one day, which, yeah. The scenery requires a very emotional performance from you. I hope you can portray a playful girl who sells tea. We drink something and then it's script time. Funny enough, the name Wakayama has stuck. Act 1. Cast Kurotani Seishimaru, Sarah. Wakayama Keisuke, Sasano. Yano Machiko, Koharu. Inside a restaurant that Seishimaru and Keisuke frequent. Keisuke. It's been a while, Seishimaru. I've heard that you are in charge of the Kurotani clan's affairs now. Looks like the dust has settled since that accident. Lord and Lady Kurotani are gone. But you are taking up the mantle as their eldest daughter to continue to serve the public. I'm sure they would be pleased. Can the dust settle before vengeance is had? You want to take revenge? You're not children anymore. How can you still be just as impulsive as you were back then? Without Kurotani's abilities, the investigation never should have gone as wrong as it did. But he said himself that he was willing to accept the blame and punishment. The punishment from the great Lords was indeed harsh, but Lord Kurotani asked for it himself. I fear that there's still much left unsaid here. Kurotani and Wakayama are both reputable clans. You now carry the clan name. You are a samurai in service of the public, not some wandering Nobushin Ronin. So no matter how angry you are, you must be patient right now. You mustn't seek revenge. What's suspicious is some of the great lord's men. They've been mighty pleased with themselves since my father's death. That's your anger clouding your judgment. They didn't necessarily have anything to do with it. Calm down. Seishimaru looks out the door. I was eavesdropping outside. Come on in. Who are you? Who sent you to listen in on our conversation? Machiko shows herself. My apologies, good samurai. I am just a tea seller, and my name is Machiko. It wasn't my intention to eavesdrop. Seishimaru saved my life yesterday, and she didn't ask for rice or money. I just wanted to repay her and then go back to selling my tea. I didn't mean any offense, honest. Keisuke looks at Seishimaru. Seishimaru nods. You forget it. It's to be expected that a mere tea vendor wouldn't know proper etiquette. Still, remember to address... This script is a lot longer than the previous one. Still, remember to address her as Master Kuratani from now on. You know what? This is quite opportune. The Kuratani clan needs people after all. Why don't you stop selling tea and go with Master Kuratani? I don't wish to call her Master Kuratani. Seishimaru has a better ring to it. And, well, if I can get my fill of food, then sure, I'll follow Seishimaru. Okay. Do whatever you like. Seishimaru, Lord Kuratani is gone. You're in charge of things now. Don't do anything foolish. If you let your temper get the better of you... Anyway, what's important is that your family name continues. It was... okay. It wasn't your adoptive parents who died. Seriously? Has anything I've said made it through that thick skull of yours? Let me ask you this. Will you really raise your blade against the great lord's man without a care for your clan? God damn it. Every day. Right. Do you really wish to bring shame to your lord and disaster upon your family? Seishimaru remains silent. Oh, great. This is just great. So no one shall have peace until your rage dissipates, yes? Well, since all my efforts to persuade you otherwise have been ineffective, then let me give you the truth straight out. Now, I've been the head of the Wakayama clan since my father passed away. He served as Lord Kuratani's executioner. I know very well that he wronged your family and did great hurt to its name. And the execution was a matter of business, yes. But you're still my friend, and I still want to look after your family if it's all possible. So, if you still want revenge, I fear I must say that my father is already dead. Come on then. Punish me for a sin instead, I dare you. What? You hesitate because we are friends? Is that the extent of your resolve? Really? You can't even cut ties with me? I was adopted anyways. The family name means nothing to me. Besides, is the good standing of the Kuratani name really more important than my parents' lives? Well, I'll show you my resolve. Draw your weapon. Put it and that tamari over there on the table. Seishimaru closes her eyes. I close my eyes until you've placed them. Then I'll extend a finger. If I point at your sword, then we must face each other in battle. If I point at the tamari, then we'll serve all bonds that lie between us. Let us leave this to fate. So be it, we are all set. The sword is on Seishimaru's left and the tamari is on her right. Eyes closed, Seishimaru points to the left and then opens her eyes. It looks like our destiny has been decided. My life shall be devoted to vengeance. There shall be no rest till one of us is dead. Since you've made up your mind, then I must man up as well. I'll carry everything I said before through to the end. I'll be waiting for you. Wakayama, Keisuke leaves. Okay, so this is a lot of dialogue we have to mash through in a second because I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's gonna mash. This is just mash. So, can the dust settle before vengeance is had? I have no idea how the options are gonna be this time. I imagine they're not gonna be as obvious this time around. Yes, I'm taking notes. And last but not least, we want a point to left. All right. So, oh god, if you make a mistake, we can reshoot. Oh no, please no. Let's go. I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm so hungry. It's exhausting to film movies. I'm so tired. Okay, so the options are gonna be obvious again. God damn it. Can the dust settle before vengeance is had? Oh, that shot though. I was eavesdropping outside. Come, you, the one stealing food outside. Take me with you. The lines are too long. I can't remember them. No. It wasn't your adoptive parents who died. You don't have to try hard to learn your lines anyway. You don't have to starve yourself to act anyway. Wow. Let's leave it all to fate. Point to the left. Hooray! Everyone did a good job. The effect was perfect this time. Nice. To go to Naruto Beach. Given the lighting of the location should be shot in the evening. Alright. Let's exit. And again, evening, and then we have to fight, huh? It's gonna be a showdown. Meow. over here. Right. Well then. Okay. This thing about shadows has nothing to do with us. Make payments and we are done. Just pay money and you can shoot shadows in this area. Tanaka, you can't say that. Whatever you can shoot the shadows well after paying depends entirely on Hifumi's mood. Alright. Well... You asked for this? Help us shoot the film, please. What are you talking about, Brad? Looking for a fight? God damn it. I tried, okay? Oops. I tried. I asked him nicely. You will cooperate. I'll make no moves against you for now. Okay, oh my god. Act 1. Inside the restaurant. Wait. That's the script from before. Oh, there you go. Act 2. Casts. Outside in the overgrown wilderness. A fight erupts between Seishimaru and the Novoshi, with the former ultimately emerging victorious. Yamada Hifumi. I told you to get your coin pouch out, but you wouldn't listen. Come, my brothers, get him. You asked for this. This one's kinda tough, boss. I can't beat him. Master Seishimaru, I was just out buying onigiri and you're already in another fight? If you need something, just give the order and I'll do it. There's no need for sword fights. Have mercy, good samurai. We don't want your money anymore. Please forgive us. Please, enough. You'd even save someone like me who was caught stealing rice. You're not the sort of person who would so casually take life. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Well then. There wasn't really anything to do here. Okay. The 3 extras leave in a hurry. Okay, so a small island to the east of Narukami Island is very suitable. And we wanna use the glow of sunset as backdrop. Again. Tomorrow evening. Same time frame. Same time frame. Yep. There we go.
花火はパッと消えてまうけど。
So yeah, we went full circle now, huh? Back to
行くで。
where this quest started. Not quite, actually. Oh, really? Up there? Hold on. Hold on. I am not climbing that. I am not climbing that. There's other ways to get up there. And yes, they do involve a certain fan. Actually, do we need that one? We might not, we're already pretty close. I should have waited for stamina. But hey, here we are. The third act requires a little more from Mr. Sasano. This new character, Wakayama Kojuro, is Wakayama Keisuke's younger brother, and it's more appropriate to have Mr. Sasano play him. Okay. Here's the new script. Act 3, Scene 1. Outside in the overgrown wilderness. Yano Machiko. Master Seishimaru, I found you someone from the Wakayama clan, but Master Keisuke is already gone. Please let this all go. So, Kurotani, you must have come for revenge on my brother. Now listen here. Keisuke worked himself to the bone day, okay? Or bone day and night. That's why we have, you know, Komata in Germany. To settle the clan's affairs this entire year. And it was all because of your stupid agreement. So he's gone. You're a coward for placing sole blame on your father's executioner. And you won't get your revenge now, no matter how much you want it. You know why? That's because our father's already gone. Kurotani, you didn't have what it takes to avenge your adoptive parents, and you wound up hurting Keisuke as well. You don't deserve to be called a samurai. Keisuke once said that executioners must be prepared to suffer retaliation. If you can't even stomach that, then you can't forget about charging into battle and taking the lives of others. Since Keisuke isn't here anymore, then I, his younger brother. Oh, yeah, right. Wakayama Kojuro, am willing to take his place. I'm sorry, it's too late for you to flee. My brother died because of you, and I'll never forgive or let you go. Kojuro raises his spear, and Seishimaru has no choice but to fight him. Scene 2. More scenes. Kojuro fights Seishimaru as hard as he can, but Seishimaru wins easily. Wakayama Kojuro, this is for Keisuke! You know, Machiko, you're unbelievable. Why are you fighting again? You're both sensible adults, so why are you behaving like children? Kojuro is defeated and exhausted. Kojuro. As long as you don't kill me, I'll devote my life to seeking revenge, and it won't rest until one of us is dead. I said the same thing once before. Well, it's fortunate that no one died. It's fortunate that no one died. Just give it a rest, both of you. Look at this fuss you're both making. Clan this, revenge that. What about those vague notions is worth all this trouble anyway? Look, I just sell tea. As long as I can eat my fill, I'm happy. I couldn't care less what my last name is. I don't have much of way with words, but rain falls into the lake. The lake water evaporates and rain falls from the sky again. Even if the rain water freezes, it will become sweet tea if you heat it over a stove. Who cares whether the tea you were served came from the sky, the lake, or the pot? I kinda do. This might sound a little sophistry, I know, but I'm telling you both to stop this fighting now, and so you can go home to eat. Say, Shimaru, I really like you, Machiko. Huh? Why would you say that at a time like this? You're embarrassing me. Good grief. Well, I'll just assume you won't fight with Sir Wakayama anymore then. Turn back, he can't move right now anyway. Since my life is like rain and my death is like tea, both are like water, there's no point clinging on to things like this. Yes, that's right, good. If rains from the heavens can save the earth from calamity, then surely I can too, right? Seishimaru jumps from the cliff. Master! Kurotani! Ending image. A Temari by the cliff. The end. Okay. So he's gone. I'm sorry, I said the same thing once before. I really like you, Machiko. Let's go. It's fine. We have a wind glider. Well then, ready. Did he go see the doctor? Is he sleeping? So he's gone. End it quick. I'm tired. You're going to lose, right? I said the same thing once before. You know you can't beat me. What's my line again? I really like you, Machiko, Koharu, Sasa. I really like you, Machiko. If it rains from the heavens, can save the earth from calamity, then surely I can too, right? Okay. Oh, wing glider fails. And now I have to climb back up again. Oh my god. Wasn't there a way to get up there easier? There was, I'm sure. Right, this one. So what kind of legend does Sumeru have? What kind of legend does Fontaine have? Didn't matter. Looks like we'll meet again. Follow up, or is it just done? It's done. Okay. But it did sound like we would get a follow-up like the next day or next week or whenever. Some time component is in there. By the looks of it. Oh, we actually never got this one. Oops. Oops. So, but with that, our quest log is empty. We have pretty quickly defeated the Abyss today. And there's nothing really left for us to do right now, so quite you. I think that's gonna be it for me for today, so I thank you all for watching for the short Genshin stream. Again, I will not be streaming next Saturday because I won't be at home. So the next stream is gonna be on Sunday with Final Fantasy VII Remake. Finally. And as I said before, I do intend to have like the odd random just Xenoblade farm and super boss fight streams here and there midweek whenever I feel like it. Not this week though. I do need to kinda take a small break from streaming. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna go ahead and all of a sudden punch in a lot more of those midweek streams. I'll stick to the schedule for now. Just a little bit late. Yeah, no, it was like I'm kind of glad that we actually managed to finish Xenoblade during my vacation, right? Because I was really worried that like at some point anyways, yeah, I wouldn't make it, but we made it. So yeah, I hope to see you guys again on Sunday. For now, have a good day, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are. Do stay awesome, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.